Hi beautiful people, I hope you're all really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading we're going to be doing is we're just going to be finding out what it is that you need to know right now. So you might have something on your mind that you've been thinking about a lot. You might have a particular question in mind. You might be in a situation or a scenario where you're just not clear on perhaps what direction you're meant to be going in or what you're meant to be doing. So this reading is just going to be about looking into your energies, finding out what's going on and what it is that you need to know about whatever it is that is on your mind. Now, please keep in mind this is a very general reading. Please also keep in mind that time is an illusion and that energy is fluid. So this reading is relevant to you now, but it might not be relevant in another 2 hours or in another 3 days. So obviously I'm a big believer in things that are meant to happen. So if you've clicked onto this video, then obviously if it's your belief as well, you're meant to be watching it. So let's get into it, guys. We have 3 piles of cards to choose from, and one of those piles is going to give you the message you need. So just go with your gut and pick the one that probably stands out to you most, or you can watch all 3 readings. It's completely up to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you your 3 piles of cards now. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And remember, this is what is on your mind. This is what it is that you need to know right now. So you could perhaps look at it as some guidance. If you need a little bit more time to choose your cards, I'll just get you to pause the video because I'm about to start the reading. Okay, if you chose these cards, this is pile 1 and this is your reading. These are the cards that you guys got, and now I'm going to explain them all to you. So to start off with pile 1, we have the 9 of Swords. So what this is telling me is that whatever it is that you're worrying about at the moment is something that is trapping you, something that is obviously not allowing you to get the rest that you need in order to be able to see the big picture or the bigger picture, or to see the situation really clearly. When we're really stressed out and we're not eating properly and we're not sleeping properly, our bodies can't function in the way they're meant to, and neither can our minds. So as I said before, we're not able to see things clearly. We're running on adrenaline, and we can make ourselves literally very, very ill. So what I'm getting here is what you need to keep in mind, and the message you need to know is just to try the best you can to try and get out of this energy and just wake up and try and start smelling the roses a little bit more. Try and practice being in the moment more, being more present, rather than just ruminating on stuff that is stressing you out, because it's causing you a great deal of anxiety. We have the High Priestess here. So what this is telling me is I feel like you're stressing out a lot because there's perhaps things that are hidden that you're unaware of, or you feel like there's things that are hidden that you're not aware of. So you don't really feel like you are in control. And when we don't feel like we're in control, a lot of us can get very anxious about that. Because we all kind of want to feel like we have some sort of control in our lives, but and we do to a certain extent. The only control we don't have is over what other people do in most situations, right? So there's this feeling of anxiety around something that you feel is hidden, something that you don't feel is really clear to you at the moment. This is also blocking your intuition and isn't allowing you to see the big picture clearly, as I said before. This card also might be a person in your life that's perhaps affecting you, or an energy that's affecting you that feels really overwhelming and powerful, okay? it's not a negative thing or a negative energy or a negative person. It's just something that's very powerful, and perhaps it's making you feel uncomfortable because of its power or because of the control you feel that it has over you, okay? But really, you have your own power and your own control as well in regards to how you react to things and how you're going to see a certain situation, okay? So it's really important that you understand that all of this anxiety that you are experiencing right now is really blocking your intuition, because there's sort of more to it, and you're not able to see what it really is because of that. We then have the Nine of Cups. Okay, what this is telling me, guys, is this is a really good card. What this is telling me is that you're very close to having fulfillment. But what I'm really getting here is that you guys really need to be focusing on your own self-fulfillment and filling up your own cups, okay? And not becoming complacent about it, realizing that you really are the only one that can make yourself happy, and that it's not anyone else's job to make you happy. This is your journey, this is your challenge, and this is your mission. And what you're here for is to make yourself happy and to fill your own cups, okay? Now we have the Ten of Wands here. So what this is telling me is that I feel like a lot of you feel like very overwhelmed at the moment by a lot of things that are going on in your life, okay? It might be around work as well. It might be a myriad of things that you feel like you're carrying a lot of on your back. You feel like you're really busy. You feel like you don't have enough time to perhaps look after yourself the way you want to, or perhaps have the life that you want to and feel fulfilled. But please just really know how important it is to look after yourself, to do that self-care, to eat well, to exercise, to meditate, to keep your mind balanced in order for to get more self-fulfillment, because self-fulfillment isn't always about, making lots of money or being really busy or material things, right? It's more about looking after yourself and taking care of yourself, and maybe prioritizing things such as your own health. And that's really, really important, is what I'm picking up here for you guys. We have the Three of Cups. This is a really, really cool card. What I'm really getting here as well is that there are good times ahead for you guys, okay? And what you really need to keep in mind is, even though you feel really overwhelmed at the moment, if you can start letting go of that anxiety and that need to feel like you are trying to control something, or the feeling that you think you are being controlled, if you can let go of that's really going to be able to help you feel like you've gotten rid of some of this burden as well. And also remember that when you're letting go of anxiety and fear, you're self-caring. So you're self-caring, so you're going to feel more fulfilled within yourself, and you're not going to be relying on other people for your happiness, right? And then you're going to know what to prioritize and how to be able to let go of some of this stuff that is really weighing you down, because you're very close to success, because we have the Three of Cups. So please keep in mind, what I'm really picking up here as well is practicing gratitude, really realizing and understanding what it is that you have rather than what it is that you don't have. Practicing gratitude so that more beautiful things can come into your life. Staying humble about things, because success is very, very close, and and I think you're going to be celebrating in the not too far future, in the near future, these accomplishments that you're going to be able to get from letting go of all your anxiety and all your fears, and this fear that I really feel that you have over either something controlling you, or just this control that you have over yourself, because a lot of the time we're projecting our own fears onto other people or other situations, rather than sort of taking on that responsibility of looking at ourselves in the mirror, right? because you have success, you know, the Six of Wands as well. So this is just really saying that success is very close by. Continue to practice gratitude, and yeah, there's some good stuff ahead for you guys. Okay, so please don't get too bogged down by stuff. You really need to awaken, so that your intuition is clearer. Also, so you feel more empowered, because I feel like you feel like you're in the dark about a situation, but this is more so about you projecting your own stuff, and that you need to know that you can take control and do. You can't control others, but you can control what you do and how you react and what the actions are that you decide to take next. All right, pile one, I hope this has resonated. Please feel free to leave feedback and comments below. And if you would like any of my details to any of my social media, to my PayPal, to my website, you can find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much, pile one. Okay, pile two, if you chose these cards, this is your reading. This is your spread. And now I'm going to go through and explain what all of these cards mean. So to start off with, we have the 10 of Vessels. This is a really beautiful card, guys, happiness. So what this is really telling me is that you're very close to really fulfilling what it is that you want or need in your life, and that is this complete happiness. Whether that means family, friends, it doesn't really matter. It's just about total happiness within yourself. I feel like what might be blocking you guys from this total happiness, or from reaching that real, like, pure happiness and just contentment, is perhaps the fact that you're not allowing your emotions to flow enough. Maybe you're guarding yourself a little bit too much, rather than just going with the flow. I'm also really picking up that perhaps you need to be drinking some more water, or need to be around water a little bit more, because that will help fulfill you as well. Now we have the Four of Stones clarifying this, guys. So what this is telling me is that, as I said before, perhaps like you're trying to protect your heart too much. Perhaps you're in a way sabotaging a little bit by not being as open-hearted as what you could be, because I kind of feel like you guys have perhaps been hurt in the past quite badly, or perhaps things haven't turned out the way you thought they would turn out. So you're feeling a little bit blocked. You're feeling, you know, like Bambi in here, like you need to be protected, and that you need to protect yourself. Perhaps you might also be working at the moment and focusing more on work to try and make you feel fulfilled, but I feel like it's more of a blockage for you guys more than anything. Okay, we then have the pole star. So you guys had, I feel like you guys have really manifested something really wonderful that is so close to happening in your life and so close to coming to fruition. And I feel like it's really just about fear that's blocking you, and not feeling like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? But it is there. You're very close to it. You really just need to be letting go of that fear, letting go of perhaps things that might be sabotaging you. Perhaps also you might, as I said before, might be blocking your emotions too much, not allowing people to really know how you really feel on an emotional level. So that's really important in order for this wish to come true that you've been wanting. We have the Ace of Stones clarifying. This is really cool. So this is telling me that perhaps you need to ground yourself a little bit more. Perhaps you need to spend some time outside, take your shoes off, put your feet on the earth. This will help ground you as well. But there's this definite potential for this new beginning with something or someone or whatever it is. It's a general reading. But there's definitely this thing that you've been manifesting that you really want, and it's going to be coming in, and there's this potential of it definitely coming in and working. It's a grounded new beginning, so it's something that's very solid. and it's starting from ground zero, and it's got all that really beautiful earth energy, so really solid, loyal, stable. It might be a new business venture. It might be a partnership with someone who wants the same solid, stable beginning with you. So this is really beautiful, guys. I feel like, it's really telling you to stay grounded, and remember that there is light at the end of the tunnel, okay? We then have the 9 of Vessels. So this is really cool. This is really talking about whatever it is that you have in mind is really going to help bring you some more satisfaction within yourself as well. It's going to be able to help heal you in a way that I feel like you haven't been healed before. And because of this, then that energy is going to emanate as well on through and ricochet through every other, situation or circumstance or your entire lifestyle. Okay, you're going to start feeling a lot more relaxed. You're going to start feeling a lot more self-fulfilled. Okay, so we then have the 4 of Arrows clarifying this. So this is telling me this is going to be able to help you to really get some R&R, to relax, to get that rest that you need, because I feel like you've been spending a lot of time protecting your heart and blocking a lot more happiness from coming into your life because of hurt that's happened to you before. You're very, very close to having this wish fulfillment and manifesting something that's really new and solid for yourself, whether this is by yourself or with someone or within a work or business venture. This is a very general reading. But once if you can start opening your heart a little more and allowing things to flow, you're going to feel a lot better within yourself. Perhaps also you need to spend some more time meditating to heal what it is that you need to heal and to rejuvenate yourself. All right, so pile 2, I hope that resonated. I hope that clarified some things for you. If you guys want a more personal reading, you can find all my details in the description box. If you wanted to donate to my channel as well, you can find my PayPal below, or if you'd like to follow me on social media, all my details are below as well. Thank you so much, pile 2. So if these are the cards you chose, this is pile 3 and this is your spread. So pile 3, to start off, we have the 3 of Cups. There's something going on. Either someone's coming into your life, there's something that is going to be happening, or there's something on the verge of happening, or there's something that you're thinking about, which is either going to be a celebration or going to bring you some happiness. You're on the verge of something that is going to bring about some happiness and celebrations, okay? So whether that's a lover coming in, or whether that's the birth of a child or of an idea, or it can be whatever, okay? This is a general reading and I don't know what's happening in your situation, but there's definitely some happiness about to come in and that's starting to really flow into your life. We have the 9 of Cups clarifying this, so this is really cool. This is going to help you. We've had the 9 of Cups in a lot of these readings. This is going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, a lot of self-fulfillment. It's going to make you really, really happy. Whatever it is that you're thinking about is going to make you happy, or this is about to come in, okay? So what you need to know is know that things are going to work out, know that things are going to be good, and that whatever you're thinking about is if it hasn't yet come in, it's going to be coming in. So just keep up those positive vibes, because there's something really beautiful coming in that's going to bring you some more self-fulfillment, okay? And perhaps some celebrations. You have the Page of Cups as well. So what I'm really getting here is I feel like you're going to be doing some self-reflecting, or you need to be able to do some self-reflecting and really look at your happiness and what it is that you can also give back to others, okay? But this is more so, I believe, looking at yourself. And maybe you need to do some earthing as well. Maybe you need to be grounding yourself a little bit more, is what I'm getting here. Maybe you feel a bit emotionally overwhelmed at the moment, and you're needing to do some self-reflection. It's very interesting because then we have the King of Cups clarifying this. So this is almost like telling me that it's about really focusing on your emotions as well, getting them balanced. Also allowing emotions to flow freely, and if they're not, if there's something that's blocking you, it's really about looking at yourself and looking at what you're offering other people as well, okay? What I'm also picking up is maybe providing people with small gestures or tokens of love or emotion or how you're feeling, saying hello to people in the morning, smiling. I think this is really about, like, you've got all this awesome happy stuff coming in, but I think this is also keeping in mind and being aware that, you know, giving out this emotion as well, not suppressing your emotions too much, not trying to control your emotions too much, and also being able to self-reflect, okay? Because there's all this really cool stuff coming in that you're manifesting. We then have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, this is about you coming to a place of feeling financially secure or comfortable within yourself or within a family unit, okay, or within a business. And I feel like it's something that's going to be starting slowly, or it's about to start. We have the Page of Pentacles. So what this is really telling me is that it's the beginning of something, and I think it's really about you also being able to know what you need to contribute to making this happen as well, and continuing to make this happen. You know, being humble about things and knowing what money is worth, if that makes sense. Saving money in order to have all of these things that you want. So Pile 3, in summary, I feel like you guys have got like some really beautiful stuff coming in. Absolutely. There's some happy times. There's some celebrations. Maybe you're going to a wedding. Maybe you're really starting to think about your own fulfillment as well, is another way of looking at this. You're definitely going to be doing some soul searching, or you need to start doing a little bit more reflecting in regards to your emotions and how you feel about things. Yeah. Not trying to control your emotions too much, but being emotionally balanced and allowing the flow is what I'm really getting here. Realizing your own self-worth as well is really, really important, so that you can get into that, you know, that king energy, man or woman. Yeah. This is something definitely that you want, or something you're aiming towards, this comfort, you know, financial comfort, security, the Ten of Pentacles. So what this is really telling you is just remembering that sometimes we have to start from the beginning, and we need to be perhaps more humble with money and think about the worth of money and just saving. But it's like all these, yeah, I feel like there's a lot here around perhaps relationships or connections with people. That's going to bring in a lot of happiness and celebrations. It's a little bit of time to self-reflect as well, in order for you to get your emotions balanced and for you to see your own self-worth. And also thinking about how to bring in that financial stability for yourself. Do you need to be saving more money? Do you need to be more humble with money? Do you need to get more into this earth energy? Okay, of being more grounded and just being really more careful with money, or being really appreciative of the small things I'm getting as well. All right, Pile 3, I hope that resonated. Please remember, this is a very general reading. If you would like a more personal reading, you can find all my details in the description box below. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Please feel free to leave feedback and comments below. And until the next time, lots of love, light, and blessings.